Welcome back. Well, it's a beautiful summer day. It's in the 70s here in late August. That's not bad, right, Peg?
Right.
So,
Sorry about my hair. So no. Anyway, go.
Peggy's right shoulder is healing pretty nice. She's part bionic now. She got a new shoulder about 4 weeks ago, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
My grandson says I'm his cyborg grandma.
So,
Ah.
today's video, we wanted to do a list of places where you can camp in your RV or van, whatever you're using, your car for free. There's a couple of these that cost a little bit of money, but as you'll see, they're practically free. So I included those. But there's about 40 different places that we're going to tell you about, which is a very comprehensive list. It's the biggest one I've seen on YouTube. So hopefully it's going to be of help to you when you're wondering where to camp and save money as a nomad, right?
Right.
Okay. So Peggy's going to start us out with number one.
Number one, BLM land, Bureau of Land Management land. A lot of these places, national forests, national seashores, recreation areas, national grasslands, wildlife management areas, water management districts, Corps of Engineers. Explain that one.
That's just government areas where it's usually where they have dammed up a river or something, and but they they make that area available for camping, sometimes for a fee, sometimes free. Uh, so yeah, there's we group those all together. There's seven of them there.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see as we go through. Our last one is gonna be number 32, but there's over 40 different places. We just grouped some of them
Okay.
together. So
Well, so that was number one. Number two, uh, some state forests and reservoirs. One of our favorite places we've been was at in Belle Fourche, South Dakota. Uh,
out in the Black Hills,
yeah, it's beautiful.
yeah.
It's all grassland through that area, and I didn't know I would like it, but I loved it. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, we've been there, I think, three or
Three,
four times.
yeah, three or four, yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the first like 10 in two.
Yeah. But I'll do number three, park and rides. Uh, there are designated areas all over the country where people can park their cars for the workday, and then they pile into somebody else's car to save gas money and everything. But uh, there's, you know, room if there's room for you. And I want to back up a little bit here before I go to number four. All these places we're telling you about, don't abuse them. Uh, don't be that guy who goes to a Walmart or some other place, puts their slides out, gets his grill out, uh, gets his camp chair out, and treats it like a campsite. Uh, a lot of these places, you need to be stealthy. Okay, the stealthier you are, the better, because a lot of them are going to be in cities, possibly, and and other places where you want to be stealthy, because it might not be technically legal, but I don't have a problem with camping, nomadic camping, if I'm not abusing the place I'm at. If you leave trash all over, if you do what I just said, if you act like you're in a campground and you start grilling your burgers in the Walmart parking lot or places like that, you're asking for trouble and you're going to ruin it for the rest of us.
Right.
So, pull in late, leave early, do your own research. If you're not comfortable, don't do it. The smaller your vehicle, the more stealthier you're going to be, and it'll be easier for you in a lot of these places. Like one of them is going to be residential streets. We camp in our Toyota Sienna. If we follow the rules I just told you about, the common sense rules, and not don't abuse it, nobody's going to know we're there. If you pull up in your Class C, Class B, or Class A, you still, even though you're following the guidelines we're suggesting, people might still think, I wonder if somebody's in there
Yeah.
because it looks like a camper.
Yeah.
So leave no trace. Pay attention to the weather, especially if you're out in the boonies somewhere. Uh, Pay attention to the weather forecast. Is it going to be buggy and stuff? Uh, you want to try and avoid bad weather, bugs,
Washed out roads.
washed out roads, potential flooding, fires out west. You got to pay attention to that. You don't want to get caught camping where there's a huge forest fire. So things like that. I should have mentioned that right at the beginning, but I forgot. So so remember those things, and it'll make your life a whole lot easier.
I'm going to interject here. I said BLM land or Bureau Land Management land. That is land you can stay on for up to 14 days at a
Mm-hmm.
time. And you just, you know, where it's considered BLM land, that is, you never know. It might have absolutely no facility at all. Others have parking lots and picnic tables and vault toilets. But um, one of the things we've come across at a lot of our BLM land is a fire pit full of broken bottles and trash and
Beer
uh,
cans,
and
pop
that
cans.
right, and that's like he was saying, uh, don't
Don't ruin it
don't
for
ruin
the
it for other
next
people.
person.
We spent many times cleaning those things up, and then have left little notes that said uh, cleaned by a nomad camper. You know,
Yeah,
because otherwise if people just leave things that way, and we think sometimes maybe it's uh high schoolers or college kids out for a weekend, it might be that, maybe it's not,
yeah,
but it just ruins it for other people. Okay, now go ahead.
yeah, yeah. That's a good point. So not all of these places. We're not saying you can't put your slides out or start grilling when you're in national forest or BLM or some of these other places. But a lot of these places, it's pretty common sense if you think about it. You're there to sleep, so don't abuse it. Okay, number 4, any 24-hour business is a good place to because there's going to be vehicles coming and going. And I don't want to keep saying this, but the stealthier the better. I'm going to try that, have this be the last time I say it, because for any of these, the stealthier your vehicle and your camping habits, the better. If you're not in a camping area that's legal. Okay. So, Peggy, number 5.
Number 5, Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Couple of really good sporting good uh sports stores. I think Shields maybe lets you do that. I'm not positive on that. So
Possibly.
um so those are good. Another one that we do a lot is we're members of Planet Fitness, and there's Planet Fitnesses all around the United States. Even overseas. They have Planet Fitness over there, and we like to have that because we know we can park there uh, for the evening, for the night, and because a lot of them are open 24 hours. Some of them aren't on the weekends, but during the week they're usually open 24 hours, and so we can work out, we can go to bed, we can come get a shower in the morning. It's a great option. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and this all saves everybody money.
And
So
24-hour fitness also
yeah,
another one,
and there's probably other gym type
like
places.
Anytime Fitness or something.
Yeah, Anytime Fitness. So that was number six. Number seven is industrial parks, especially if you have one of those white commercial type vans. You're golden there because a lot of construction people have those kind of vans, and so that's a possibility. And they might even have a porta potty sitting there. And number eight kind of goes along. I just mentioned it, construction sites. The industrial parks, they're going to not have porta potties. But
Right.
construction sites, they usually have porta potties out there for the crews. And, again, I wouldn't feel bad about if I had to use it once and, and then get back on the road. I don't think it's hurting anybody. So, number nine, Peggy,
9, Walmart. Walmart parking lots. And it's gotten to where there are signs that say no overnight parking
in some of them.
in some of them. But we found, we went to this one Walmart parking lot, and we noticed there was someone parked way off on the edge, and they were so, like, not even barely part of the parking lot at all, so far away. I don't think anyone was ever going to bother them.
Right.
And it's just, it's like common sense. You don't want to be like in your face, here I am. It's yeah, you just try and be not I'm not gonna say what he said, but try and kind of keep a low profile. That's all.
Yeah. But there are some communities around the country, especially on the east and west coasts, uh, that have city ordinances. And even if there's no sign in the Walmart parking lot that says you're not supposed to be there, be careful. You don't want to get a ticket or get in trouble.
Yeah.
So, what's number 10, Peg?
Ah. Oh, this is good. Now this is we have our son-in-law, daughter, and Rob here used to work at Amazon. It's all going 24 hours a day, and the parking lots are ginormous. They're just so huge. And there's people parked there who work those hours.
Lots of people.
Yeah, it's so huge. And I'm just taking this from Rob here that, because there are people coming and going, uh, just it is pretty easy to blend into a very major operation.
Yeah, and there's no parking lot police
Yeah,
out
and
there. I mean, somebody might come out again if you abuse it, but
yeah,
it
like
can
I
it
don't
can
think we'd
work.
I don't think we'd have stayed there 3 days or anything like that.
No,
And
no.
and even if you did, maybe I'm working there for 3 days. I don't know. Anyway,
Well, I know people on YouTube that work at Walmarts and Amazons, and they do live in their vehicles,
yeah.
but they're smart about it. Again, okay, number 11, Elks Clubs. If you're a member of the Elks Club organization, I've heard that they allow members to stay overnight. And a lot of these places, like the Elks Club, you want to go in and talk to the manager and say, hey, pretty sure you guys allow it, but I just wanted to make sure and, show some respect and ask if we can stay overnight. We're not going to be cooking or anything else. And we're not going to be like the guy in National Lampoon Christmas. I think it was the movie that he emptied his black tank into the road sewer grate, and Yeah, don't be that person.
My name
Number,
was Eddie, right?
yeah, it was a funny movie though. Number 12, trailheads.
Oh yeah.
People park in trailheads so they can go hiking and camping. So it's a logical type spot to, again, get in late, leave early, and you won't have any problems.
Hmm.
Okay, number 13, Peggy.
Okay. Rest stops. We live in Sioux Falls, and I had an appointment over in Mitchell, which is where the Corn Palace is. And we on our way back, we stopped at a rest area, and it said limit 3 hours. You have that limit of 3 hours. But
And every
and
state's different.
right, we were just talking about that. It's like, look, check it out. I mean, if you're not sure, like, we don't know every state's rules. We've been to rest areas where it'll say 2 hours, and most of those were on the East Coast mainly.
And some have no signs.
And yeah, there's no signs, and then like in Oregon, there's the law, the right to rest. So you pull off the road so you can get a little bit of rest because you can't be driving, the entire night, and or maybe I don't know. Anyway, so that one out. Um,
The
yeah,
rest
so
stops are awesome. You have a bathroom.
it's lit.
They're well lit. Yeah, they're safe. It can be a little noisy, but we don't. It's kind of like a, what do they call that? White noise.
Yeah,
That's what it is to us in our van because it's insulated pretty well.
yeah.
But we love them. And again, it's me talking. You do what you want to do, but I don't have a problem. If it says 2 hours and we want to sleep 6 or 8 hours and we get in late, leave early, if it's not super busy, I'm not hurting anybody.
You're
And
breaking the law though.
and I'll almost guarantee nobody's gonna come out and check you out because there's gonna be so many other vehicles coming and going, and some of them are gonna be doing what you're doing, sleeping. So I don't have a problem with
Yeah, we've
them.
having been staying at rest areas, a lot of people are like not stealthy. And there's like when you wake up and you see this car next door, and they've got a blanket over the top of their car,
Yeah,
stuck into the edge of the windows, and
yeah,
it's like
it's pretty obvious.
somebody's sleeping in there. Sorry,
Yeah,
but it's pretty loose. It's not. We're not talking. You know.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. How about number 14, Peggy?
Apartment complexes and the streets around the apartments. Um, like when we first moved up here, our daughter and son-in-law were living in an apartment complex, and we would come to visit, I guess, and there'd have to be a place for us to park because we're visiting. So, and no one ever came out to see if we were, what are you doing here? We're a South Dakota plate, we're Illinois plate in South Dakota, and nothing. I mean, it was just, so you have to make sure there's room for everybody that lives there and
If it's
whatever.
super busy, yeah,
Yeah.
go out to a street right next to it or something.
Hmm. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Yep. Number 15 is
15.
public streets. Now it sounds just like what we were talking about, but these are residential areas, not apartment complex areas. Uh, any residential street, you can do it possibly unless there's signs, and then it's up to you. But if you're smart, you're going to pick a street that has a lot of cars parked on the street. A lot of people have two or three vehicles and they
Mm,
don't have room
the
in their
driveway.
yeah, in their parking area, their garage
Mm,
area,
sorry.
and so they're going to park on the street. Our street right now at night, there's at least a dozen vehicles out there.
Yeah.
So again, if you're kind of stealthy and smart, you're not going to have a problem. All right, Peggy, 16.
we're on 16 church parking lots. Um, yeah, I mean, some parking lots they're not. There's nothing written there. Um, but some church parking lots, it's you're not allowed, and there's signs that say you're not allowed. But uh, someone might come by just to check on you, just see is there something wrong with your vehicle? Do you need any help with anything? And they'll say, man, hey, we've got a room in our driveway. You know, you can park at our house. Or, you never know. You never know. It's like a lot of really super nice people out here in the world. And
And if
uh,
you do go to church, on a fairly regular basis, whatever your church is, pick that church. Uh, and if somebody does come out and say, "Hey, I'm just curious, everything okay with you guys? I see you're sleeping here. You're parked here in our parking lot." You can say, "Yeah, oh, we're members of your church, and yeah, we were so tired, we just thought we'd sleep here tonight. We're not trying to hurt anything or anything, and we're just sleeping." And 99 times out of 100, I bet you they're gonna say, "Oh, that's fine." But if they catch you again grilling and stuff, they might
getting your
have
pool out and
you might have a different talk with them.
okay, I have to say something here. This is a guy who our truck broke down while he was
It's
a
just
truck. No, 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 no,
further proof
no,
of what
no.
I'm saying.
Well, I mean, but it's also you. So, um, he had borrowed he rented a chainsaw from a local place, rental place, and took it in our truck. Went to a place where he could cut all the wood he wants, and kind of overloaded the truck. Couldn't move it, so he has the chainsaw. He has to get back to the rental place to return it. And so he hitchhiked with a chainsaw and gets picked up. So yeah, 99 times out of 100, yeah, it won't happen to him.
I didn't get picked up by the police. I was,
No, he was picked up by a person, a friend.
yeah,
It's
they
just like
just, so most people are nice. That's my point.
I know, but I don't know. I don't have the eyes for it. I think I'm having to smile
All
to
right,
say okay,
number
okay, never mind.
17, Peggy.
17 car dealerships. That's awesome. We've got a Toyota Sienna. We would probably like they have they have repairs. They do repairs on those brands and
And
stuff.
there's the cars they're selling. And
Yeah. And so if we parked in kind of like the I this is what I would say. I wouldn't park in with the other cars that are for sale. I'd park in the area that's going to be like a repair area.
yeah,
And then
but
oh look at that. We worked out and we got out in the morning.
be smart again about it. If we pulled into a Mercedes Benz dealership, we might look a little out of place.
Yeah, we went yeah,
So,
that's kind of a no
yeah.
yeah.
All right, number 18.
18.
Some cities have city parks like Columbus, Montana, and Roseburg, Oregon, uh, where we have slept overnight in our vehicle.
Mhm.
Columbus, Montana, it's a campground.
Within the city limits.
Yeah, and it's free, uh, so it's no problem. Roseburg, Oregon, it's technically illegal, but we got to this park in Roseburg, and there's homeless people, lots of them in this park, and they have tents set up on the edges of the park. And I told Peggy, why can't we sleep here in our vehicle? They're obviously not kicking these people out. And we found some other people that were staying in their vans. They
Yeah.
they showed us where they stayed, and we had no problem. So number 19 is there's some county parks where you can stay for free too, similar to the city park thing. I think there's fewer county parks, but they are out there. And I didn't
Ah.
mention at the beginning, we use almost exclusively iOverlander to find a lot of these places. Some of them we found on YouTube, other people's videos, like Belfouche Reservoir. I saw somebody had stayed there in one of their videos, and that's how we found it. But there's lots of other apps you can use to find these places too. So number 20, Peg.
20. Motel parking lots. Okay. I have something to say about that. Okay, so we're like the devil's advocate. Okay, he's the angel, and I'm not.
Peggy worries a lot.
I consider things. Okay, some motels we've been at or hotel parking lots, whatever. They sometimes have you fill out a little card that says it's on their little slip of paper that says the motel name.
You're supposed to put it on your dash.
Put your dash. We don't fake anything like that. If we don't have one, we don't have one.
Yeah.
But we have stayed in a motel parking lot when we weren't staying in the motel. If they have, there are motels that have maybe 6 rooms in them, and it's like obviously you're not there. So,
but any of the bigger motels, I wouldn't go to a fancy hotel or anything like that, or a resort and and try this.
Yeah, you wouldn't
but
get in.
Again, you know, if it's not super busy, there's lots of places, or a side street right next to the motel.
Yep.
You know, you're not hurting anybody again. So, all right, number 21, Peg.
Truck stops like Loves. Absolutely perfectly.
We love Loves.
Fine, yes. Yes. I mean, it's just like Rob here is saying, you know, you're kind of doing, I don't want to say you're doing it at your own risk, but if you're doing it, you have to investigate or research it a little bit. But when there's a place like Loves where they have truck parking and showers and all these things that are available, you feels really nice to lay down in a place like that, and you just know this is a welcoming spot.
And you're probably going to spend a little bit of money there on something, maybe just gas, but who knows? So that one, yeah, that's a no-brainer, I think. So, all right, number 22, hospital and parking lots and emergency parking lots. Again, if it's super busy or something, stay away. But these are usually huge. There's lots of room. People are coming and going. And I mean, we've gone to emergency rooms for medical help, and sometimes there's 2 vehicles, and or somebody comes to visit, especially the hospitals.
Yeah.
Yeah. At night, a hospital may have security.
Oh yeah.
Number 23, casino parking lots. Some of them you have to go register if you have RVs and things like that. But again, there's tons of people at casinos that just drive up in their cars or vans, and you can blend right in. They have great food at a good price usually. Yeah, we don't gamble, but if you like to gamble, well, there you go.
There you have it. Yes.
24. Harvest Host. Now, this is the one I told you at the beginning. There was a couple places, couple different types of parking opportunities that cost you a little bit of money. This is those. Harvest Host. They have 3 different plans as of the date of this video in August of 2025, and their plans range from $84 a year to $152 a year. But Harvest Hosts has agreements with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different businesses, breweries, farms,
vineyards,
all kinds of places. And they've asked these businesses, if people contact you, would you allow them to stay in a certain section of your parking lot? And we're going to ask the campers to support your business by buying something that you offer. They don't force you, but so you have to be self contained to do this, but they're all over the country and people seem to love them. We couldn't do that because we're not self contained. We don't have a bathroom in our van. So
Yes,
otherwise, we would have used it because, the cost of RV uh, over
parks.
overnight in RV
Mm.
park, you're going to pay anywhere from 30 to, you can go well over $200 in some places, some fancy places. But in 2, 3, 4 nights, you're going to pay for this plan. And they bought out Boondockers Welcome. This is where they've asked people that have a home, might be on a farm, might be just somebody's driveway in a city, but these people with the home and the parking have agreed to allow RVers to stay on their property, usually for just a night, but sometimes longer. And, you know, there's nothing to buy there. You just want to give those people a very big thank you if they let you do that. But
They can clean their bathroom before you leave. Just kidding. Just kidding.
mow their lawn, do something. Yeah. But that's owned by Harvest Hosts and it's part of their plans. So that's a really good opportunity. Cost you a little bit of money, but it's almost free when you figure out after the third or fourth time probably your plan's paid for. And all right, number 26, Peggy.
I love the name mooch docking. We met some people who do that. This one couple parked behind their daughter's house, behind their fence, and they could still go and visit with the family. And they had stayed in their RV. I mean, if you've been good friends and you haven't seen them for a while, it's
Or
a great
fam
opportunity.
or family.
Or a family,
27, Peggy.
highway pullouts like and picnic areas. We parked in there. We walked around a little bit, and there's this one huge RV. They've got all their camp chairs out,
Some
a
people had
barbecue, and
been there for weeks and months, you could tell.
yeah, it just and they're big generators and stuff.
Yeah,
We're we are only there to sleep,
yeah,
or if we're there earlier in the evening, we can take a nice walk. We couldn't go to the beach, down the beach, but we're looking out over the ocean, and it's gorgeous. And
yeah. It works really good.
yeah,
And then
I
once,
talk too
I
much.
can't remember where it was, but we were on this state highway, and there was you've seen them, these picnic areas. They just come out of nowhere, and you pull off just a tiny bit off the road, and there's uh, picnic tables, and we stayed
Hmm.
there one night, and nobody stopped us, no sheriff or anybody driving by. We weren't hurting anything. So now I don't know if
But
it
look at
was.
this face. Can you? Who's gonna stop him? I mean, they're gonna come up. Hi, and so many people have asked me. So, is your husband like a minister, or is he a funeral director, or is he in the military? I mean, he's just like this upstanding, it's like he's no, it's okay.
Okay, number 28.
I think you're gonna have to edit things. 28 college parking lots.
Yeah, if they don't give out parking, if parking lot, what do you call them? passes, something to put on your vehicle, because colleges do have security. College students are known for causing problems sometimes. That one, you'd have to be very stealthy, pick pick your spot, in late, out early, but it's a possibility.
Pick your battles.
Yeah. I want to do 29 and then I'll
Sure.
finish up.
County fairgrounds.
You need to call up the county building and ask them about it, because if they don't allow it and you pull in with your RV or maybe a regular vehicle, you might stick out like a sore thumb. So number 30, scenic pull-offs. They're all around the country again. It's just right off the highway. Uh, I don't think anybody's going to cause you a problem. People are doing that all the time now. At night, you don't use scenic pull-offs because it's dark. You're not seeing anything scenic at night, are you? So maybe it's a possibility you'd get a knock from a county sheriff, driving around the county, and he sees a vehicle in there. But I bet you, again, in my opinion, 99 times out of 100, they're going to come up, maybe knock on your window and say, hey, are you guys okay in there? And maybe ask you to, you probably should leave. I don't think you're going to get a ticket. You're not going to go to jail.
Hope not.
The vast majority of law enforcement officials are wonderful, and they're just out to make sure everybody's safe.
Yeah.
So number 31, Camping World or other RV dealerships. Now this is one, if you have an RV, you're golden again. If the parking lot is open, if they don't shut it up with a gate and you can drive in, you're gonna be one RV amongst hundreds.
But they might notice that it's not their RV.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna worry about that. But most RV dealerships, they have a repair shop also, just like the car dealerships we mentioned earlier. Uh, so maybe your vehicle isn't new and shiny, but if you park where there's some other, beaters, people that need repairs, you're going to fit right in. So it could work for you. And lastly, this one we loved. We went down to Florida for the first time in February this year. Florida, the East Coast, the eastern part of the country, it's much, much harder to find free camping than it is out west of the Mississippi. And Florida is wonderful. They have these places called Florida Water Management Districts.
I mentioned that first, but I didn't. I didn't know you had it farther down.
That's all right.
Okay.
And all you do is go online, find a place where you'd like to go, one of their campsites, camping areas, and you reserve it. It's free. You can stay. Trying to remember, I should have looked this up. I think you can stay 14 days in one or two sites, but then you have to wait 3 days before you can do it again. But they're beautiful. They're free. They have chemical toilets.
Shelters sometimes.
Picnic
tables.
Picnic tables. So, and the weather was beautiful.
Yeah.
We want to thank state of Florida for doing that for campers.
And you get a number. There's a
combination.
Gate. Yeah, a combination to a gate.
Yeah.
It's like a little gated community for campers. It's awesome.
Which means there aren't going to be a lot of people pulling in, checking out the campground, and driving around all the sites
Yeah,
Ver-
because it's locked when you get there, and you're the one who has to open it.
yeah.
Man,
Yep.
it's awesome.
So this was a long video, but I think we gave you a pretty comprehensive list of places to camp for free or so close to free. It's ridiculous. So
But do it at your own risk. I'm not. I'm because he's probably right. It's probably right. I'm the worrier, and so
yeah,
I just don't want you to take our word for it. Say, hey, 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 hey. The rating people said they said that you could do this. We didn't really. This is not really. This is entertainment value. Okay, this is not official.
it's not official.
So,
Do your own due diligence, research.
ah,
But I think if you're smart, don't stick out like a sore thumb. Don't abuse it. 99.9% of the time, you're going to be okay. Okay.
but there still is that 0.1%.
All right. Well, long video, like I said. We love you guys. Hope this helps you out. If you want to try camping like we do in a vehicle, it's a great way to save thousands and thousands of dollars
What an
on
adventure.
trips. Yeah.
We've seen so many awesome places. It's just,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
you don't run out.
All right.
And I have one thing to say.
What?
Well, the movie, the Karate Kid, where they're in China and it's Jackie Chan. And Will Smith's son plays the Karate Kid. Well, Jackie Chan throughout the thing was talking in China. Everything kung fu. Everything kung fu. He learns to put his jacket up on the thing. Anyway, this right here, everything goodwill. Everything goodwill. Yes.
How you like shopping at Goodwill?
Yeah, just a bit. Talk about saving a ton of money.
Kind of an
Yeah.
inside joke. Okay, we love you guys.
Uh,
Take care.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye.